Hey guys, I am excited because it's Thursday. It's almost the end of Thursday, and I haven't made my video yet. And I was getting a little like, what am I gonna do? And I remembered a little trick, a little secret called Throwback Thursday. You ever heard of it before? If you haven't, I don't know where you've been. But I have not done Throwback Thursday very often, and I think it's kind of sad because there's so much good stuff that has gone before, and we're so worried about doing the next thing that we often forget about the good stuff that has gone before. And so I was looking back through some old videos, and I found one that I'm going to share with you. It's a reminder for me today about who Jesus is and about what he does for us and how he works through us in the lives that we are leading each day. So I want to encourage you and bless you. Take a couple minutes and learn about the king's heart, the king's head, and the king's hands. Here we go. Hey guys, Chris here. It's Monday, and I just wanted to give you a word of encouragement for the week. On Sunday, yesterday in church, we talked about the king's heart, the king's head, and the king's hand. The stories in 1st and 2nd Chronicles, many of them remind us of what it means to be a king. They're stories about the kings and the priests, and they finish out our story of the Old Testament in preparation for Jesus. We know that Jesus is the ultimate prophet, bringing the message of God. Jesus is the ultimate priest, caring for the people of God, and he's the ultimate king, taking care of the order and the extension of the kingdom of God. Everything is found its fulfillment in Jesus. And we are called to be the royal, kingly, priesthood, priests of God that proclaim the goodness of God in all the world. The stories in 1st and 2nd Chronicles are there to remind us of what it looks like when we choose to follow Jesus in this way. Some of us read the stories of the good kings and we're encouraged to move on. Some of us are challenged in those good kingly stories because we see places where we fall short. This is not an opportunity for us to look at our lives in shame or guilt or fear because we're not good enough. Instead, it's an opportunity for us to embrace the fact that without Jesus, we can't figure it out. So today, my encouragement to you is to look to Jesus, because in Jesus is the king's heart, to see the vision that God has set for us. It's in this time that we look to Jesus for the king's head. We have the mind of Christ, and he fills our minds with his thoughts. And it's to look to Jesus to help us with the strength of a kingly hand so that we can look around us, what we have been given, and embrace fully the calling, the assignment that God has on our lives. So today I'd encourage you, what's in your kingly heart? What's in your kingly head, and what's in your kingly hand? God has given us everything we need for life and godliness. His divine power is at work in you this week. I bless you with the fullness of God's life in you, Christ in you, the hope of glory. It transforms your heart, it renews your mind, and it empowers your hands to do the work that he's called you to do. Ultimately, this is about bringing heaven to earth. This is about seeing the kingdom of God restored across the nations, and you have a part to play. You're one of his priests, one of his prophets, one of his kings, and the extension of his kingdom. Go get them.